So, Josh, I'm so happy to be talking with you. We've already have a long print conversation and podcast on this topic. But so you are a Greek scholar, classic scholar, and political scientist, right? I've learned so much from you about this ancient Greece from for me, an evolutionary perspective. And this project centers about the concept of organism and society as an organism. And I wanted to ask you, I think, two questions. One is the degree to which the Greek city-states were kind of an organism, and also how that was understood by the people at that time. The whole metaphor of society as an organism, of course, was present in people's minds, such as Aristotle and so on. So not only did the Greek city-states kind of qualify as an organism in ways that we'll get to, but also that's how people were thinking of it. So could you comment on that?
Yeah, I think the interesting thing about a Greek city-state is first that these were indeed pretty tight collections of substantial numbers of individuals, anywhere from a few thousand to a few 100,000 individuals in a given city-state in an ecology of city-states. So by the time we're at the age of Plato or Aristotle, there's something like 1,000 of these around the Mediterranean. And so in some ways, like the ant colonies that Deborah Gordon studies, what we have is these individual groups which are cohesive. They act cohesively as, in some ways, quasi-organisms in an ecology of similar, as it were, quasi-organisms, with which they both compete and cooperate. We have, I think, the key way of thinking about what goes on within the city-state as well as between city-states is the management of cooperation in the face of conflict.
Right, and so in strictly biological terms, what we have here is what would be called a metapopulation. We have a population of populations. You just said there were nearly 1,000, and that they're competing. They're in some sense replacing each other, and they're certainly trading information extensively, and they have a subsistence ecology. So it was very easy for me, with my ecological background, to appreciate what you were writing as, definitely a multi-level evolutionary process. Evolutionary change, including cultural change, could take place within any one of these polities, and did, including of the disruptive variety. And I think that we could focus on that, but also extensively taking place between these polities.